The action takes place in 1992 in Moscow. A young man, Anton Gorodetsky, comes to a witch with the aim of getting his wife back, who left him for another man. The old witch promised to cope. Examining the witch's apartment, Anton approaches the window and sees there a Gorsvet track and people sitting next to it in special suits. He doesn't attach much importance to it. The witch warns Anton that his wife is expecting a child from her lover and that the child will die in the womb during the witchcraft. Anton agrees. When she was almost done, suddenly those same people from Gorsvet appeared and prevented the witch from killing the child. These unknowns are employees of the Night Watch. They started to sew the case, accused the witch, but then they found out that Anton sees them, even though the watchmen were in the twilight, a parallel world accessible only to the others. Therefore, Anton is also an other, a potential, uninitiated one. 12 years pass. Anton by that time became an employee of the Night Watch. Anton's lifestyle is rather dull. He drinks vodka, befriends his neighbor's vampires, the Savushkins, father and son. One day he gets the following mission. Unknown Dark Ones started hunting for a teenager, Igor, who succumbed to their call. Anton's task is to follow him and prevent the hunt. For this he drinks pig blood, tuning into the vampire call. When the boy was already in the hands of the vampires, the evil vampire hairdresser Andrei and his girlfriend Larissa, Anton called for reinforcements, the same light ones who took the witch. Meanwhile, a fight breaks out between Anton and Andrei. Andrei dies at the moment when reinforcements arrive, and Anton is seriously wounded and dying. The Night Watch employees deliver the dying Anton to Gloom, where he is treated by the wise Gesser, the head of the Night Watch. Anton recovers and tells him that he found a girl with a curse, funnel, in the subway and tried to save her, but his attempts were futile. The healed Anton was given a partner by the head of the Night Watch, Olga, a witch in the body of an owl, who must protect him from the persecution of the Day Watch. As for the girl, Gesser immediately began an investigation. He quickly found out the name, address of the girl, and what tragic events will happen soon under the influence of the funnel. One of the nearest victims is a plane flying from Antalya. The matter almost came to a disaster. The vampire Larissa thirsts for revenge for the death of her lover. On the advice of the witch Alice, she decides to take Igor hostage. Anton and Olga immediately learned about this. At the last moment they arrived at the house where Igor lived, when the vampire was breaking into the apartment. Deciding to go into the apartment through the twilight, they notice that Igor sees them and falls into the twilight himself, losing consciousness. Olga tells Igor about the world of the others, and that he, as an other, must choose which side he will be on, dark or light. At home, Igor Anton found a photo of a boy with his mother, in which he recognized his ex-wife. Meanwhile, the funnel begins to develop, and terrible events occur in the city. The mother of Svetlana's neighbor Maxim Ivanovich, a power plant worker, dies, which soon explodes, as a result of which the whole of Moscow is left without lighting. The last hope for saving people is Anton. In the headquarters, Gesser talks with the magician Zavulin, the head of the Day Watch, annoyed by Anton's act. At Gesser's request, he gives him an amulet of protection and leaves. Gesser asks Anton to somehow find out who cursed Svetlana. He comes to her home under the guise of a sick patient, but she realizes that he is healthy and demands to leave. Anton begins to understand that the girl lives poorly. She is not married, unattractive by nature. The world has turned away from her. The last straw for Svetlana was her mother's refusal to donate a kidney, which her daughter agreed to. The girl could not stand it and shouted, "Let me be damned." It becomes clear that she cursed herself, and that Svetlana is another. The curse is lifted, the city returns to its previous life. During the removal of the curse, the Night Watch headquarters learns about the capture of Igor. The boy completely succumbed to the call of the vampire and climbed onto the roof of his house, thus becoming a hostage. Anton learns about this in Svetlana's apartment and comes to the roof at the request of Larissa. The vampire demands Anton to take off the amulet and throw away the flashlight. She says that she wants to become human again and accuses the Light Ones of injustice. Igor manages to run away, and then Zavulin breaks into the scene on the elevator. A battle takes place between them. Zavulon is going to finish off the Light One, but he is hindered by Igor, who appeared with the amulet. Exhausted Anton, thinking that this is another Dark One, takes out a screwdriver and attacks him. The Dark Lord stops him. Igor is presented with hot arguments that Anton wanted to kill him not only now, but also then, in 1992. The boy Other, deciding that Anton was looking for him all this time for the sake of killing, and that all the Light Ones are just as lying, chooses the dark side.